YouTube. Been a while. This is OGMarv. Welcome to OGMarv Whispers. It's been a while since I've been on. My computer was down, so I had to do some work on it and get it back up and running. Well, I think today I'm just going to make some comments about some things, and not necessarily nothing that's earth-shaking or nothing like that. I'm not on the warpath against anybody or anything like that. Just general, basically talk. I ain't really been having a whole lot of dealings with my children's mother, so not a whole lot going on that front. I guess that's a good thing. Lord knows that girl ain't got sense. God gave her that property. But it's all good. Some people just, everybody can't be smart, Everybody can't be intelligent. If everybody was intelligent, it'd probably be a boring world. People like her who gives the world a little flavor. Everything's going all right. I just been down. My computer's been down, but as you can see, it's back up and running. I'm back up and running, and I'm not going to talk too long today because I don't really have a whole lot of material. Because I really haven't been paying hardly attention to a whole lot other than baseball. How about those A's? And we lost today, but the A's are doing pretty good as a whole. I expect that it might make it to the playoffs. At least it's looking good so far. Season's long though, so don't hang your hat on nothing right yet. I don't really know what the Giants are doing because I've been so busy with the A's. I ain't really been paying much attention to them. Sharks, hockey, gotta love it. Those daggone Las Vegas Golden Knights, which is who we're playing. They give us quite a run for our money. In fact, last year they spanked us up pretty good. So I'm hoping that we can return the favor this year. I'll be watching tonight. The Sharks and the Golden Knights will be on TV. TV to you, computer for me. I think about 7 or 7:30. I'll definitely be watching. Let's see, what else is going on? Let's see. My 3-year-old. I love that little boy to death. I am so glad and so blessed and so lucky that God chose to put him in my life and let me be his guardian. It's good for me and it's good for him. And he's a delightful little boy. I may have him on here one time while I might do a video with him and me. Because he sees, I don't know if I can get him to be still long enough to pose for the camera or nothing, but he hasn't become a ham yet. See, now his sister, my daughter, she's a ham. Shamari, I call her Nunu. Nunu is a ham and a half. She loves the camera, loves attention, just like her mama. She get that from her mama. That's what's wrong with her mother. Mother needs too much attention. She's a typical BT1000. That's what they do. They need attention. Dick and attention, DNA. Always remember that. BT1000s feed off of DNA. Dick and attention. As long as you give them dick and pay them attention, they love you to death. The minute you have some other thing going on, something else other than them, it's a problem. Now that is also a sign of a narcissism. I'm fucking. I'm gonna say that bitch had the nerve to call me a fucking narcissist yesterday. I wanted to jump through the phone and slap her ass. Is anybody narcissistic as that motherfucker? But anyway, we're not going to go out too much on that. Speaking of the devil, here goes my son right now. Hey, Sonny.
Hi, Daddy.
You want to come get on TV?
Oh, yeah.
Come on. And so, ladies and gentlemen, this is the joy and pride of my life, Marshawn. Say hello. Say hi, Marshawn.
Hi, sorry.
This is the reason I get up in the morning, okay? This is the reason. Him and his sister. And my son. I love this boy to death. I'm so crazy about my son. My world revolves around him and Mary. Mary is the savior. I'm going to have to get her to stop being so shy and put her in front of this camera so y'all can get a look at her. Because Mary really truly is a wonderful woman. You know, I can't put it any other way. Mary saved me from the wretch that is his mother. You know, yeah, I look back on that sometime. I don't know how the hell I stayed with that crazy ass woman for 12 years. What the hell was I thinking? Oh, I was thinking of little head, not big head. But once you get past little head, she's no good for big head. Anyway, so like I said, not nothing earth shaking or earth shattering going on to talk about today, but you know, I just wanted to get on here and get my feet wet because it's been a while, and I'm sure I'm a little rusty, and there's things I need to remember to do when I'm on here, but sometimes that escapes me. But what doesn't escape me is taking care of him. He is what's important to me. After all, I'm a man. It's my son. There's nothing more important to any man than his son. Not saying that we don't love our daughters. We do. I love my daughters. I got 6 of them. Love all 6 of them. They are a little quirky, but they're still my daughters. I still love them regardless. That oldest one, my oldest daughter graduated from USC. You see behind me here. She's a Trojan. I'm a Trojan dad. We're both pretty intelligent people. But she's dyslexic when it comes to communication. Pick up the phone and press a button. Here's a child with a BA in marketing, business marketing. And dumb as nails when it comes to people smart, how to manipulate people. Or no, she doesn't know how to make. Well, let me put it this way: she doesn't know how to make her father feel good. I can tell you that. She's a wonderful daughter, but at the same time, if I had to depend on her for company, I'd be lonely. Oh shoot, she'll figure it out. No, she won't. She won't figure it out. Because who people are is who they'll always be. I learned that the hard way too. People don't change. Whatever people are is what they always going to be, and that's just what it is. Get down, Casimir. My dog is trying to let me get down. Get down. Hard headed. One day I have to put her to crazy ass up on here too. Anyway, it feels good to be back on the air. My computer was down. I had to do a lot of work to get it fixed and get it back up and running. But being as I like to say, I'm a fucking genius. And being the fucking genius that I am, I'm back up and running, looking good. Looks like a brand new computer. Why are you sucking it? Get that down. Kids would matter. Not those dumbass people. Not BT 1000s either. They don't matter. Because all they are is PUSSY. I tell them that all the time. That's all you bring to the table is PUSSY. Get past that, they ain't worth a shit. Sorry about that. Don't learn that word. Don't copy daddy. Just do what daddy says do. Where'd they get that from? Oh, my parents. Don't do as I do. Do as I say do. Now I am my parents. It's almost scary. There's nothing more joyful than having a child. I may talk SHIT about his MOM, but the one thing or two things that he did do right in his life was bear me 2 beautiful children. I love her for that. I'll always be loving her for the children she gave me. But she's like the cow that gives you a bucket of really good milk and turns right around and kicks it over. It's kind of how life is. You don't watch out and you don't protect yourself from it. Life will give you a good pail of milk and will turn right around and kick it over if you don't secure it. And you can secure yourself from people in a lot of different ways. You know, it's okay to love somebody. Love yourself more. That's what I learned out of all that. I wasn't loving myself. And, there's an art to that. It's not just easy to do. And perhaps if we as parents ought to tell that to children and teach that to children and make sure they understand and learn it. Because when you love yourself, you don't allow other people to misuse you or abuse you. I've been both. I've been used and abused. Matter of fact, I'm still being used. I don't like it. Just ain't nothing I can do about it. It's really a trip when the system has things to the point where people can abuse the system and abuse you and your finances. It's like I can't get her to stop spending the kids' money. I can't make her stop that. I can't tell that person to, I want to call her something worse than that so bad. I cannot stand a motherfucker that won't take their fucking black ass to work. See, I worked, and I used to hear my dad talk about people like that when I was a kid. And I actually kind of thought, as a 12, 13-year-old listening to my father, I was thinking, gee, he's kind of tough. No, he wasn't. He wasn't tough. He was right. People that sit up on their ass and then lay up on you, it's and in my opinion, there's nothing worse than a motherfucking mooch. I call them mooches. They're lazy. Kids would rather lay up and sit and fuck all damn day than to go out there and get a goddamn job. That's unacceptable. Straight up unacceptable. And then she gets a little upset or sideways because I talk about her on here. What the fuck? If you don't want to get talked about, take your black ass to work and stop spending kids' money, you fucking allowance. This bitch ain't worth a shit, man. I swear to God, I wish I had known this. When I do, if I ever get an audience with, if there's a guy and I get an audience with him, me and him definitely got to have a conversation about that. How you send somebody and put somebody on the earth and they don't have a natural instinct to learn and to want to do better than what they're doing. That bitch lives in a fucking project, okay? Logan Park in Sacramento, make no mistake. Logan Park is a motherfucking project. Just because the buildings are shaped different doesn't mean that the people inside of them are of any better quality than motherfuckers out there in East Oakland and Havensport Village. I'm sorry if anybody's in Havensport Village listening to this, but if you live in a place like Logan Park, Havensport Village, Stachelberrango Park, I can't think of that other one down there, what's open. If you live in one of those places and that's where you live and you're all right with being there, then you got a fucking problem. Straight up, you got a problem. You don't think shit of yourself. If you're satisfied and okay to settle for that and sit up there and live that way, you got a motherfucking problem. Straight up. You couldn't pay me to live in one of them places. Yeah, I lived in Logan Park with that heifer for a year. I hated it the whole fucking year. Matter of fact, that Logan Park and the people that live there, like her best friend, people like that fuck up black families. That's why we're all fucked up now, because people like them people. I was barely hanging on to that person. We're gonna call her SW. I was barely hanging on to SW when we got there. And lo and behold, she met that ratchet ass, motherfucking no good ass, bitch ass April. And man, life went downhill for my family fast, quick and fast. which is why I think that they were having sex. Because anybody that has that kind of effect on somebody, you've got to be fucking, okay? It's got to be fucking. I'm not going to be moved by nobody that ain't fucking me. I'm going to tell you that right now. You ain't fucking me, I ain't moved. You ain't fucking me, I ain't listening. You ain't fucking me, I'm not doing a fucking thing you saying because I didn't hear you. But if you're fucking me, I'm hearing you. If you're fucking me good, I'm hearing you. She had been fucking her good. It had been more to it than just friendship. I had friends. I ain't never had a fight with a friend in my life. These two bitches got in fights. Now, how do bitches get in fights and they ain't fucking? And I'm sure it's gonna be some bitches, probably in my family, gonna call me and say, grandpa or dad or something. I had fights with some of my friends that I didn't do that with, but I don't see that, you know, and maybe that's a generational thing. We didn't do that in my generation. I've never had a physical fight with a friend of mine. Never. In my entire 65 years of being on this planet, almost 66, I've never had a physical fight with a friend. Disagree about stuff, yes. But fight them? I mean, actually put my hands on them, they put their hands on me? No. I don't do that unless I'm fucking you. And I don't want to do it then. Anyway, I ran a little bit longer than I thought I would. But I'm glad to be back. Hopefully, I might even make another video maybe later on tonight. Who knows what? I may get a hair of my ass about some of you and be right back on it. That's a good thing about having your own channel. You know, you can do what you want, when you want, how you want. I love it. Freedom of speech is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Thank God for the Fifth Amendment. Is that the Fifth Amendment? First Amendment. Freedom of speech. Fifth Amendment is the one where you don't want to be speaking. Let's don't get confused, folks. At any rate, you were watching OGMarv Whispers. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. I need all subscribers I can get. Until I decide to get another hair at my ass and get back up on here. Watch out for each other. What? Don't hurt nobody and don't get hurt. It's OGMarv. Talk to you later.